At some point in life, most of us find ourselves trapped in a war we didn't consciously choose, a war inside our own mind. Studies show that over 85% of people struggle with low self-esteem linked to negative self-talk. That's more than just a statistic, it's a wake-up call. If our thoughts shape our world, then many of us are building realities that quietly destroy us from the inside out. But there's hope. Today we're diving into one of the most transformative ideas you'll ever encounter. Killing your negative thinking, not suppressing it, not ignoring it, but recognizing it, understanding it, and then replacing it, powerfully, permanently, with something better. This is not about toxic positivity or wishful thinking. It's about taking control of your mind and reshaping your internal dialogue so that it supports your growth instead of sabotaging it. And for this mission, we turn to one of the most battle-tested philosophies in human history, Stoicism. Your thoughts are not harmless. The Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, Seneca, weren't just wise men writing in old books. They were mental warriors, people who faced the chaos of life, politics, war, exile, betrayal, and still found peace. How? By mastering the only thing they truly controlled, their mind. They understood that our thoughts are not quiet whispers. They are loud architects of either our happiness or our suffering. As Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." What is negative thinking, really? Negative thinking isn't just feeling down once in a while. It's a deeply ingrained pattern of expecting the worst, doubting your abilities, assuming you're not good enough. It can show up as fear, self-loathing, comparison, anxiety, and even perfectionism. And here's the dangerous part. If left unchallenged, these thoughts become your truth. But as Epictetus wisely said, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the view which they take of them." It's not the world that breaks us, it's our interpretation of it. Why do we think this way? The roots of negative thinking run deep. Sometimes it begins in childhood, through harsh words or unrealistic expectations. Other times, it's the education system that praises perfection but punishes effort. And then there's society, constantly bombarding us with messages of not enough, not smart enough, not successful enough, not attractive enough. As these messages accumulate, they form mental scripts. I'm not capable. I always mess things up. I'll never be enough. Eventually, we stop questioning these thoughts. They become who we think we are. But they're not true. They're habits of perception. And like any habit, they can be changed. The Stoic way: examine, challenge, replace. The Stoics gave us a powerful tool: self-examination. Marcus Aurelius, in Meditations, wrote to himself every night, scrutinizing his thoughts, calling out his fears, and reaffirming his commitment to virtue. He didn't wait for the world to fix him. He worked on his own soul. You can do the same. Whenever a negative thought arises, pause. Ask yourself, is this thought absolutely true? What evidence do I have for and against it? What would a wise friend say to me right now? If the thought is irrational or destructive, replace it. Not with fake positivity, but with reasoned, constructive thinking. Thoughts rooted in your values, not your fears. Carl Jung and the Shadows Within. Psychologist Carl Jung put it like this: until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. Many of our negative beliefs operate beneath the surface. We don't even realize they're there. But when we bring them into the light, when we become aware, we gain the power to change them. This is the real work, uncovering the unseen chains and then slowly, methodically breaking them. Fear, the fuel of negativity. Most negative thinking is rooted in fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of not being good enough. The Stoics didn't deny fear, they faced it. One of their tools was the premeditation of evils, intentionally imagining worst-case scenarios to reduce their emotional grip. They believed that by looking fear in the eye, we rob it of its power. You may not control what happens, but you do control how you meet it. And that mindset, courage over panic, clarity over chaos, can change your life. Build your inner fortress. Stoicism teaches us to build what Marcus Aurelius called the inner citadel, a mental fortress. And like any fortress, it must be protected. That means surrounding yourself with people who lift you up, not drag you down. Consuming media that inspires, not infects. Creating environments that reflect order, clarity, and intention. As Seneca said, associate with people who are likely to improve you. Every influence matters. What you see, hear, and feel shapes your mind. So choose carefully. Let virtue be your compass. The Stoics didn't pursue happiness, they pursued virtue, wisdom, courage, justice, temperance. And by living with virtue, they became fulfilled. Here's the truth. When your actions align with your values, you don't need to seek confidence. You become confident. When you live with courage, you don't need to silence fear. Fear becomes a background noise, not your guide. When you practice justice and kindness, you don't fear rejection, because you already approve of the person you are becoming. This is the Stoic way, not perfection, but progress. Words shape worlds, including your own. What you say to yourself and others matters, as Epictetus reminded us. First, learn the meaning of what you say, and then speak. Your internal dialogue is either a drill sergeant breaking you down, or a coach calling you to rise. Which voice are you cultivating? Words shape emotions, emotions drive actions, and actions create your future. So speak carefully, even inside your own head. Practical Stoic habits to kill negative thinking. Let's make this real. Try these daily. Morning reflection. Start your day with a Stoic quote and ask, how can I live this today? Journaling. Write down your negative thoughts. Question them. Reframe them. Evening self-review. What did I do well today? Where did I let negativity win? What will I do better tomorrow? Premeditation. Visualize obstacles and how you'll meet them with strength and grace. Virtue reminder. Choose a virtue, e.g. courage, and find one small act each day that reflects it. Curate your environment. Clean your space. Declutter your mind. Read books and follow voices that uplift you. You're not broken. You're becoming. Negative thoughts will visit you again. That's life. But next time, you'll be ready. You'll have your sword of reason, your shield of courage, your inner fortress, and most importantly, you'll have a choice: to believe the worst or to fight for the best. You're not a prisoner of your mind. You're its architect. So build something unshakable. Let's leave it with this from Epictetus. First, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. This is your invitation. Not to wait for confidence, peace, or freedom, but to create it. Start now.